and welcome everyone. This is Botany and Board. I am Bailey. This is Lily. Luna is also here. Here she is. The gang's all here. Today we're going to go through all the games I played in the month of October. However, we're going to do a fun little spin on it because I realized that since I was in so much of a October was like all dedicated to spooky season games, that I would go ahead and rank them with you all. So I have put them in an order. So my 17 different games that I had managed to get to the table in October, I have ranked them from 1 to 17. So we will start first with number 17. And that is going to be the Goonies. So White and I played this on my birthday. And it is a good game. I did really like it. Just I'm not putting it in 17 because it's not a good game. It is just, it's not the best, I would say personally, at 2. So you have to be, one of you has to be the game master. So it kind of is just where it's like, okay, it was just me being the game master and then him playing the game, and that didn't quite sing as much to me. So I would say I'd recommend it, but only if you have more than 2 players to play. So, but the theme was great, really good component quality, and I like that there's different scenarios in it. So the Goonies, if you have more people, definitely recommend to check it out. Okay, number 16 is going to be Disney's The Haunted Mansion. So this one is very simple, it's cheap to pick up, and there's nothing wrong with the game. It is still good. All of these games are honestly good. Like, I really like my spooky season games. So, but this is coming in at number 16 just because it is a little on the lighter side. And I like the Haunted Mansion, but it's not anything that I'm just like obsessed with, you know, theme-wise or anything. But the board is super pretty. All of the cards are absolutely gorgeous. You can play it with kids. You can play. It plays well at 2. It doesn't play solo, so plays in 30 minutes. The Haunted Mansion. Okay, next up, this was a new to me game as well, so is the Goonies. The Haunted Mansion, we've played that and had that in our collection for a while. So coming in at number 15 is Dracula versus Man Helene. The component quality on this one is amazing. It's a quick 1v1 game. It plays in 30 minutes. Very easy to get it out of the box. The box is super organized, by the way. Just show you that because I was like, that was quite impressed. So it comes with these little card holders to hold your little card, and then inside here is all of the little cardboard head tiles. So one of you is going to be Dracula and one's Van Helsing, and you have different win conditions depending on who you are playing. So I liked it. Wyatt was just kind of like okay on it, and I think maybe that is why it's a little bit further down in the list, just because it wasn't a solid hit for both of us. All right, and number 14, we have Chronologic. So this is the Paris 1920 box. So there's several different of these boxes, come in different colors. Inside of this box, there is 15 different scenarios. So I am on box 2 of the 3 inside of here. And why it's coming a little bit lower is because honestly, the first box was just a little too easy. I felt like, especially I've been playing it solo, so I'm speaking to it from that window. It does play 1 to 4, 30 minutes. So I really like it in the sense of it's so quick to where I could just get this whole box and play through it very quickly. And like I played through like the whole first tuck box of the 3, like all in one sitting, and it took like maybe a little over an hour. So I think that that's like exciting. I really like the artwork and everything. There's not a ton of artwork like once you get in the boxes. It really only has like the character placards, and then each one of the scenarios has a different set of little solution cards that you cover up one or the other. So I do like it. It's nice and simple, but I did think maybe it was just a little too simple for solo. However, each of the boxes goes up in difficulty level from 1, 2, and 3. So I'll give you my final little review graphic on Instagram once I've played through the whole box. So that is number 14, Chronologic. Okay, coming in at 13 is Arkham Horror Final Hour. So this one I played solo, and this one doesn't actually get very good ratings, but I actually thought it was fine. I actually had a really good time with it, and I played it solo, so I ran 2 different investigators. I was actually the people on the box. In fact, they were like, I was like, oh, it's perfect. But I really liked it. I thought the way that the actions work, where you either have to pick the top or the bottom, and there's kind of like an initiative order, I thought that was really fun. And then it wasn't like too punishing. And as far as a kind of Cthulhu-esque game. This one honestly is the quickest one that I have. So for that, I also think it was exciting. So this one says it plays 1 to 4 and 30 to 60 minutes. So yeah, so I actually thought personally that, which I love co-ops and I love to play co-op solo, so I really enjoyed it. So number 13, Final Hour. Okay, coming in at number 12 is Masters of Crime Vendetta. So this is a like interactive mystery. Like you will have to go like onto the web. For instance, it made me like send an email to a person who then like, you know, has like an automatic response back to me and emails me back. And like you have to look up online like where like the addresses are to try to find like the address of the warehouse and that kind of thing. So it was really interesting. So you just play it through once. So it plays 1 to 6 in 2 to 4 hours. So I just played it by myself. And it did take me probably the 4 hours, and I did have to use some hints, but I thought honestly in this style of game, I had a really good time, and it was nice just to be able to dedicate kind of like a morning and just play through it by myself. So yeah, Masters of Crime Vendetta, and they have different boxes of this one as well, but this is the first one I have checked out. So if that's something that's kind of interesting to you to do a little interactive murder mystery, then I recommend. Okay, coming in at number 11 is Power Plans. So Wyatt and I played this through just the one time. We both liked it. It's very like quick and easy to get it scored to the table. However, our only hang up I felt like we had with it was just essentially each one of the little plants will have a special ability. So I do think that if it's someone who has played a lot and is kind of really familiar with the different types of plants, would have a leg up on somebody who hasn't. But again, it was our first time playing, so that wasn't like that big of a hang up. But if it is something that if I play a bunch solo, I'd probably kick Wyatt's butt. But you know, what do you do? But it does play solo, and I haven't tried that method out yet, so I'll have to report back on my findings of what I think about that. Okay, breaking in to the top 10 now, we have Elder Sign. So I played this one solo. I really liked it. The reason why it's a little bit further down, I would say, is that I think, me personally, it has that thing where I kept forgetting to like move the clock, or I'd forget to do like one little thing. So there's a little bit of that where I would just like, you know, like fail roll and I'd forget to read, missing the little like terror, but it was really fun. So Dice Chucker, you go through kind of like select which of the cards in the museum that you are going to go visit, and you try to roll your dice and match the task on them, and then you kind of have to solve the whole tasks, the whole card. So it might have like multiple rows. Each row would be a task. And then once you complete all of them, then you're able to, either depending on if you completed it or not, you either get a penalty or a benefit. So it was fun. And I definitely will be getting it out to play some more. I really enjoyed it. So that is my number 10, Elder Sign. And number 9, we have Mist Over Carcassonne. I just love that this plays solo, so that makes me really excited. And I like the little ghosts. I think they're cute. And I like that it was a very simple add into Carcassonne, where it's a lot of all the cities and roads and everything like that scores predominantly the same, but then it just has a little bit different of you control more meeples, so the combo scoring is a little bit different. And I like the added cemetery tiles also have to do things, and there's also castles, which kind of act like the abbey almost. But anyways, Mist Over Carcassonne, I really enjoy this one. But again, I love a good co-op to play solo. So. Okay, number 8, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, do I think everyone would rate this as their number 8 if they played all these same games that I do? I do not know. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not the 1970s version, but the Jessica Biel version, was my favorite scary movie of all time. So, like, growing up, and probably still to this day. I don't know, that and Saw, I like both of those a lot. Lily, would you please stop click-clacking around with your little feet? Anyways, so I really like the IP a lot, but I also really liked the gameplay. So the way this one kind of works is you're trying to find your gas can and your keys in order to leave, and you have the Slaughterhouse family, who is the only one that starts so far is Leatherface. He will start on the board, and then later, like, the grandpa and a hitchhiker and some other people can come, and the cook can come out and join on the board as well. So I played this one through twice. So I played it once with Wyatt and then once just solo by myself. And I will say on the solo one, and this is what maybe like some people would be like, ugh, it's because on the second time I played, our gas can and our keys were actually found super quickly. So you might have a game that's like that, but I really like it because it has a bag building mechanism in it. So you're going through and trying to figure out where your keys and gas can are, but whenever you move around the board, you're going to pick up other tokens that are going to go in your bag, and they all have little different abilities between you. If you get like the Slaughterhouse family, that makes them like come out. If you get Leatherface, he's going to move towards you and try to attack you, and he kind of like ramps up throughout the game. So I don't know, I really liked it. And I don't think it's going to be everybody's favorite by any means, but if you like the IP as well, this one is based off of the 1974 movie. I actually went and watched that on Amazon Prime after I had played this, because I was like, wait, I was like, some of the people, you know, I was like, Sally, like, who are all these like different people? So it made much more sense with who the actual characters were after playing it or watching that. So that is my number 7. 10, 9, 8. My number 8. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Hocus Pocus. This one is also one that I don't know that everyone will love as much as I do, but I do love it. So it is also co-op. Cannot play solo, so you do have to play with somebody else. So I do play it with Wyatt though. But the thing I love about it is that it has such a small footprint that we always just sit it like in between our little recliner chairs at night. So it's just so easy to get it out to the table. And I do find it's like the little puzzle that's satisfying to be like, if I flip this card to this color, then I can do this to this color, and then this will happen. Like, I like that, like the planning of it. So yeah, Hocus Pocus, the game, my number 7. And number 6, we have The Bloody Inn. I have how to play and a playthrough on my channel, so I won't speak too long on this one. You can go watch those, but Bloody Inn, great Halloween game. I actually have the Carnies expansion as well, which I haven't gotten to quite yet, but I am hoping I do. So this is the 27th, so I went ahead and filmed today because I have to get back to work and it'll be like cruise into month end. So I was like, I might as well like film in my wrap ups now. So anyways, The Bloody Inn though, great game. Go watch some of my stuff that's on the channel. And that is my number 6. I'm excited to check out the Carnies. It did look like the Carnies characters don't play solo from what I can tell. I think maybe it has to be 2 players. So that is what's kept me from getting the Carnies out so far. But my number 6, highly recommend The Bloody Inn. Last 5 games, top 5 games time. So coming in at number 5 is Welcome To, because I have the Halloween expansion. So yeah, Welcome To is just such a nice, like, it's one of my most played solo games of all time. It's so easy to get out, get to the table, knock out a game in literally probably 10 minutes. It says 25, but I think it only takes me like 10 to 15, like with setup included. So Welcome To, highly recommend. And again, I have the Halloween pack, which adds little candy corn and some ghosts that will allow you to get special abilities. The candy corn provides you extra points, and then the ghosts would allow you to kind of pick or choose between like pools, parks, that kind of thing. But yeah, I love Welcome To, my number 5. Number 4, we have Patchwork Halloween. So this one, I love the little pieces of it. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. I don't know if I love the eyeballs as much, but Patchwork is just such a good game, and I hadn't played it in a while, and then like getting it out, I was like, why don't we just get this out more often? Because again, it's so quick and easy to get to the table. Lots of little decisions though, trying to manage your kind of like income versus your time, and just a nice little puzzle. I always just loved the look of it too. So we have Patchwork Halloween. We also have Christmas, but again, this is a spooky season list. Number 4. Okay, on to top 3 territory now. We have Witchcraft, which I have only played once so far, because again, I was trying to get through like as many games as I could, so I didn't like spend as much time as I normally do with each game. So I've just played it through the one time, but I like had a really, really good time. And I was like, this is definitely something that I could see myself. So you're kind of building up your little witch coven. And so it's a little bit of a deck builder, because you either choose to use the witches kind of for their current ability. I'm kind of forgetting the terminology that they use, but either for their current ability or their kind of like where you're going to discard them and put them in jail ability. And it is just a lot of fun kind of balancing out who do you want to use now, who do you want to use later, and trying to persuade the jurors that your witches are good people, which they are. So I haven't tried the campaign just yet, but I definitely think that I will probably play it a couple more times on the regular, and then I'll try to like get going on the campaign. But this is definitely one that I could see creeping up into my like top 30 potentially. So again, I've only played it once so far, but I did really enjoy it. So my number 3 spooky season game from this October, Witchcraft. Okay, final 2. So we have, dun dun dun, I'm sure you could guess this, Final Girl. I just got out season 1 box because that was the, Hans is still my favorite, I would say, out of all the things, so I got all the season 1. But Final Girl, it's amazing. So number 2 game that I played this spooky season, and highly recommend. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. I need to get some more videos up. I still haven't gotten all of the monsters up, although I feel like Final Girl is like one of those games that I constantly make rules mistakes, so then every time I do, people are like, you messed this up, and you messed this up. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just go on past it. But anyways, Final Girl, it's amazing. Solo only. Absolutely love it. So my number 2 recommended top spooky game that I played this October. And we have made it to our number 1 game of this October spooky season, and that is Awkward Guess. I love it. One of my most played solo games of all time. So quick and just satisfying to get out and play it. I always loved Clue as a kid. It was my favorite board game, and this is the hobby version of that. And it allows you to play solo, which is just fantastic. I am at the point though where I'm on very hard cases, so I don't know how many more, if I'll actually run to where I'm like, oh, I'm out of all the things. I haven't tried the Perfect Crime yet, but I don't know how many are included in there, but love Awkward Guess. So I'm also excited to get the Berwick Sisters, the second one that is coming out. I backed that on Kickstarter, so I'm excited to get it as well. I can't remember if they said that they were going to do the solo mode though, because it was going to be a 2-player only game, and I don't know if we met the stretch goal to get the solo mode activated, so I'm not sure about that. But anyways, so those are the top 17 spooky season games that I played this October. I hope you have enjoyed this list. There was lots of other ones, including my number 2 favorite game of all time, which is Mansion's Madness. That I didn't get it to my table just yet. I was thinking I might play it on Halloween, but we'll see. I wasn't sure, but that would have easily been up. It would have been in top 5 for sure, because it's my number 2 game of all time. So it probably would have been, I guess, in that regard, number 1, because it's just wonderful. But I had lots of other games too that I didn't quite get to, so let me read my list to you. So the other games that I had that were new to me that I was trying to get to the table that I didn't get played was just yet. So Honey Buzz Fall Flavors is actually sitting on the table right now, so I probably will get it played in October, but just not before I film this. Septima, didn't get that one played. I thought that was going to happen just because I tried to knock out so many of the other new to me games that I was like, oh, that's a big one, and it's going to like break me probably. So I didn't get to that one just yet, but it's setting out. Deadly Dowagers, that one I also need Wyatt to play. Monsters on Board, I've actually played that one one time, but I wanted to get it back out, which I just haven't got it back out yet. The Carnies expansion for Bloody Inn, Capybaras, Hollywood 1947, and I still haven't played Mind Management. I know. And then, so some of my other favorites that I might not have gotten played, so I'll mention some of those, because these are also great games. I just didn't happen to get them to the table. So, Mansion's Madness, as I mentioned, Horrified, love Horrified, Skulls of Sedlick, Cthulhu Death May Die, Bloodborne, Chronicles of Crime, Eldritch Horror, Big Book of Madness, Athenium, Mystic Library, Betrayal, Bristol, Crows, Overkill, Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, you need a group for that one, Endangered Orphans, House of Wrath, Escape the Dark Castle, The Hunger, Mysterium, Quacks, or Witches, Salem, 1692, and Stranger Things. So those were all the games that I put on the list that I might have gotten to. I didn't get all of them done, as you can see, but I did get a big chunk of new to me games knocked out, which made me feel very excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed and had a lovely spooky season yourself, and I hope that maybe some of these will help you orient yourself for next year's spooky season. And with that, thank you guys both so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.